Dear students, Salam Alaikum. This video contains topic 4, namely definite integrals. But before we dive into the definite integrals, we have to learn some numerical calculations. And these are small calculations, so I have written just Q. Now the first example is, if f of x equal to x squared, then find f of 5. Now look, we are replacing x by 5 when we are doing the numerical calculation. So in your expression is x square, you put 5 square. X will become equal to 5. You are going to substitute x equal to 5, put x equal to 5. Now 5 square is 25. If the numbers are difficult, use your calculators. Question number 2. F of x equal to 4 square root of x. Find f of 36. Now x comes one time under the root. You put instead of x 36. Now square root of 36 is 6. We'll take only the positive roots in these expressions and not the negative. 4 into 6 is 24. Now question number 3. F of x equal to 3 by x. Then find f of 5. Put x equal to 5. You'll get 3 by 5. You can write it as 0.6. But we'll leave it as a fraction right now. The next example, question number 4, f of x equal to exponential x. E power x is called exponential. Find f of 5. Now put x equal to 5, you'll get e power 5. You put it in your calculators. We have discussed it in the class. You'll get 148.41 and many more numbers. Please take at least 3 or 4 numbers after the decimal point. Now the next example is question number 5, f of x equal to secant square 2x. Now we are discussing secant. Open your calculators, there is no secant. Most calculators do not have secant. Now just remember secant a equal to 1 by cos a. So now f of x equal to secant square 2x, it will become 1 divided by cos square 2x. Now calculate 2x. 2x equal to 2 into pi by 8 equal to pi by 4. So your cos 2x equal to cos pi by 4 equal to 1 by square root of 2 equal to square root of 2 by 2. If you do not remember the square root of 2 by 2 from your school geometry, do not worry. You can use your calculators. You'll get 0.7071 and many more numbers. Now f of pi by 8 equal to secant square pi over 4, which is equal to 1 divided by cos square pi over 4. Now you are going to square the cosine function 1 over root 2 whole square. You will get 1 over 2 and 1 divided by half is 2. If you use very few numbers, you will get a number little bit different from 2, which will be 2 point something, 2.01. It is all right, but you have to be very careful. Now let's get into the definite integrals, the main topic of today. Now in topic 1, we learned that the indefinite integral, indefinite means there are no numbers. Indefinite, you have the numbers. In indefinite, there are no numbers. When you integrate small f, you'll get capital F plus c, and when you differentiate capital F plus c, you'll get small f. Now in definite integrals, what happens is the c will disappear. I'll explain why. When you integrate from a to b, small f, you'll get f of b minus f of a, both capital. Capital F of b minus capital F of a. How do you read it in English? Integral of f from a to b. Integral of small f from a to b. Now look at this diagram. Now a is the lower limit of integration, b is the upper limit of integration, and this is the integration sign. This is your function small f, and this is the dx, the variable with which you are going to integrate. You will say integral of f from a to b. Now it is always upper limit minus lower limit, b minus a, second minus first. So do not make any mistake. Don't look at the numbers a and b, which is big, which is small. It is always upper limit minus lower limit. And we can change the limits, order of the limits, but we'll not do it today. We'll do it after some days. Now what about the c? Now you have f of b plus c minus, open a bracket, f of a plus c. Now open the bracket, f of b plus c minus f of a minus c. Now plus c minus c will cancel. You'll be left with f of b minus f of a, c equal to 0 effectively. So in your definite integrals, we are not going to put any c here. If it is indefinite integrals without the numbers, then you are going to put the plus c. Now let's look at example number 1. Evaluate the integral 1 to 4 x square. Now your small f is equal to x square, a equal to 1, b equal to 4. Now in your first step, do not look at the limits 1 and 4. Now this is the power function n equal to 2. Integration of x square is x power 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1. X power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1, n equal to 2. You will get x cube over 3. So your small f is x square, capital F is x cube over 3, and there is no c. Do not get confused, do not. Now after you finish the integration, you have to put the numbers 1 and 4. Do not change the order. Lower limit, upper limit, lower limit, upper limit. You'll get 4 cube minus 1 cube full divided by 3, which is 64, minus 1 divided by 3, which is 63 divided by 3 equal to 21. Check this calculation yourself. We have already done it one time in the class. Now, in the beginning of calculus 2, we had discussed and I had told you that calculus 1 is mostly about differentiation, and differentiation means the derivative means slopes. And what about integrations? Integrals means areas and volumes. Now this is an example of an area. F of x equal to x square, small f is x square. Yeah, this is your function, the curve going here, and this blue thing is your shaded thing is your area. From 1 to 4 x square dx is equal to 21. If you integrate from 1 to 4, you'll get this number 21, which is the area of this curve between the curve and the x-axis. Now here you have again, you have the capital F, the graph for capital F, which is 1 over 3x cube. F of 4 minus f of 1 is 21. So we have seen this number 21. Now just understand that derivatives are your slopes and integrals are your areas. Also volumes, but volumes are more difficult. You have to put x, y, and z, all three of them. Here we have to put only the x and get it. So volumes we'll discuss at the end of the semester if we have time. Now we are not going to draw the diagrams in other questions. We will just look at the calculations. Now example 2, evaluate the integral 0 to pi by 2 cos x dx. Now don't look at 0 and pi by 2, just integrate cos x. Integration of cosine is sine. Now put the number sine x from 0 to pi by 2. You'll get sine pi by 2 minus sine 0. Sine 0 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1. You have to use radians and do not use degrees. Use only radians in your calculators. Next example is example 3. Evaluate the integral 1 to 10 1 over x dx. Now 1 over x, what function is it? It is the power function, but the power is minus 1. So you cannot use the first formula x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 because you cannot divide by 0. Here the power is n equal to minus 1. Now you will get the logarithmic function ln. We can call it ln, but it is logarithm natural. So when you integrate 1 over x, you'll get ln x, and the limits are 1 to 10. So you'll get ln 10 minus ln 1. Ln 1 is 0, ln 10 is 2.3025. This goes up to infinity. And please take at least 3-4 numbers after the point. So we have taken 2.3025. Now in your calculators, you have two kinds of logarithms. One is the ln, which is the natural logarithm, which we have used. Another one is the log. Log is to the base 10. We do not need. We need the ln. Ln is to the base e equal to a number like your pi, 2.71828. Now, this number also goes up to infinity. It keeps coming, and we'll discuss it some other time. Now, problem 1. Now, those examples were simple examples to understand the concept. Now, we'll do problems seriously. Now, integrate 2 to 5, 6x square minus 4x plus 7. Now, you integrate 6x square minus 4x plus 7. X square will be x cube over 3 after integration. X will be x square over 2. 7 will be 7x. Now, 6 divided by 3 is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So you'll get, and remember the minus sign. So your integral is 2x cube minus 2x square plus 7x and no c. Now put the numbers. Now you can put all numbers together or you can put one at a time. I normally do it one at a time. 2x cube from 2 to 5. Let's take the first one. Take 2 outside the bracket. Inside the bracket you put 5 cube minus 2 cube. You will get 125 minus 8, 117. 2 into 117 is 234. Stop here. We have to get the other two numbers. Now take minus 2 common. Inside the bracket you have x square. So you'll get 5 square minus 2 square, 25 minus 4, which is 21. 2 into 21 is 42. And remember the minus sign. Now the third thing is 7x. Keep 7 outside the bracket. Inside you have x. So 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. 7 into 3 is 21. So you have 234 minus 42 plus 21, which is equal to 213. If the numbers look difficult, you can use calculator. Yeah. Now we'll do one more example like the problem 1. Evaluate 0 to 2 6x square minus 2x plus 1. Now the integration of 6x square minus 2x plus 1 is 2x cube minus x square plus x. I'm not going to spend much time in doing the indefinite integrals because we have seen them before. Now put the numbers 0 to 2. 0 power 3 is 0, 0 power 2 is 0, 0 power 1 is 0. So you don't have to worry about the 0, but I have written it for your convenience. Now write 2 outside. It is 2 cube minus 0 cube. It is 8 minus 0, which is 8. There was no need to write the 0, but I wrote it. And 2 into 8 is 16. Next example, next term. Next term, not example. Minus 1. 2 square minus 0 square, you will get 4 minus 0, which is equal to 4. Remember the minus sign, so you have 16 minus 4. Now this is x. Outside the bracket you have 1, you don't write it. So second minus first, 2 minus 0, which is equal to 2. Again write down the 2. 16 minus 4 plus 2, you will get equal to 14. So in this integral is 14. Now example 3. Evaluate the integral minus 1 to 2 3x square minus 2x plus 11. Now when you integrate 3x square minus 2x plus 11, don't look at minus 1 and 2. Just integrate as we did in the last 3 weeks. You'll get 3 into x cubed by 3 minus 2 into x square by 2 plus 11x. Integral of x square is x power 3 divided by 3. Integral of x is x square by 2. And this 11 is a number, so it is 11x. So you have x cubed minus x square plus 11x. Now put the numbers. You have to put the numbers very carefully. Whenever you have a negative number, use a bracket. First term is x cube. From minus 1 to 2, you'll get 2 cube minus minus 1 whole cube. Now this minus is in the formula, this minus is in the question. Minus 1 whole cube is minus 8 minus minus 1 is 8 plus 1 equal to 9. Now minus x square, keep minus 1 outside. Do not write the 1 if you don't want to. If you want, you can write 1 here. 2 square minus minus 1 square whole square. Minus 1 whole square is 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. And remember the minus, will get minus 3. Now 11x, 11 is outside the bracket. 2 minus minus 1 is 2 plus 1. 11 into 3 is 33. 9 minus 3 plus 33 is 39. Now problem 4. Evaluate the definite integral minus 1 to 2 3x square minus x cube by 4 plus 9. Now you have to be careful about the fractions. Now don't look at minus 1 and 2. Integrate it now. Integration of 3x square minus x cube over 4 plus 9. Now this 3 will come out. X square is there. You'll get x cube over 3. This 3 will cancel. You'll be left with x cube. This minus 1 by 4 will come out. You'll get integration of x cube, which is x power 4 by 4. 4 into 4, 16. You'll get minus x power 4 divided by 16 plus 9x. So note down the 9x. Now let's do the first one. After putting the numbers minus 1 to 2, x cube minus 1 to 2, you'll get 2 cube minus minus 1 whole cube. 8 minus minus 1 is 8 plus 1, 9. By mistake, if you write minus here, it will become 8 minus 1 and 7. 9 is correct, 7 is wrong. You have to get exactly 9 for the first. Now the second term is minus x power 4 by 16. Keep the minus outside. This 16 you can take inside or outside. 2 power 4 minus minus 1 power 4. This is 16 minus 1 divided by 16. It is 15 divided by 16. You write it and remember the minus sign. Now the last term is 9x. 9 into 2 minus minus 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. 9 into 3 is 33. So 27. 9 into 3 is 27. Now you have 9 minus 15 by 16 plus 27. Now 9 plus 27 is 36. Do the full numbers and the separately and the fractions separately. You have only one fraction. You get 36 minus 15 by 16 and it is 15.0625. If you want to write it like a fraction, it will be 561 divided by 16. Now comes an example which is slightly more difficult numerical. Evaluate the integral 1 to 4 2 over x cube minus square root of x minus 3. Now do it one at a time. Now this is 2 into x power minus 3. The second term is x power half and the third term is 1 which we do not write the 1 here. Now this is 2 into this 2 is outside, this minus 1 is outside. X power minus 3 plus 1 divided by minus 3 plus 1, you'll get x power minus 2 divided by minus 2. This 2 will cancel and 2 will cancel and minus will be written like this minus 1 over x square. X power minus 2 will become 1 divided by x square. Now here you have x n equal to half. Half plus 1 is 3 by 2. X power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 will become 2 by 3 into x root x. And this is minus 3 into x, so it is minus 3x. So this is your integral minus 1 over x square minus 2 over 3 x root x minus 3x. Now put the numbers minus 1 over x square from 1 to 4. Keep the minus outside. Inside the bracket you have 1 over 4 square minus 1 over 1 square minus you'll get 1 over 16 minus 1. Open the bracket, you'll get minus 1 by 16 plus 1. Minus into minus is plus. Do not make a mistake. This is plus 1 here. Now do the second term. Take minus 2 by 3 outside. 4 root 4 minus 1 root 1. 4 into 2 minus 1 into 1. We'll get 8 minus 1 which is 7. 7 into 2 by 3 is 14 by 3 and remember the minus. Now let's do the third term. 3 into x, sorry, minus 3 into x. Keep minus 3 outside. X is 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 into 3 is 9. So you'll get minus 1 over 16 plus 1 minus 14 over 3 minus 9. Now this plus 1 and minus 9 will become minus 8. You are left with these fractions. You do them in your calculators. You'll get minus 611 by 48. If you are using fractions, you'll get minus 12.729. Now you can do it like this minus 1 by 16 minus 14 by 3 minus 8. You will get minus 1 by 16 is minus 0.0625 minus 14 by 3 is minus 4.666. This 6 will repeat till infinity. Take it 4 times only after the point. Then minus 8. You put all this together, you will get minus 12.729. If you have any difficulty about this calculation, please talk to me about it in the class. Now next we'll do a very simple one line integral. Integrate x from minus 5 to plus 5 with respect to x. Now don't look at plus 5 and minus 5, sorry, minus 5 and plus 5. You always say a first and b second. Then x dx is x square by 2. You write this half outside like this, half x square. Now you put the numbers 5 to minus 5, you'll get half outside. 5 square minus minus 5 whole square. You'll get 1 by 2, 25 minus 25. Because minus 5 whole square is minus 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. Half into 0 is 0. Look, x square is an even function and you're doing from minus 5 to plus 5. It will become 0. Those who remember odd and even functions can do these integrations faster than others. Otherwise, if you are not sure about the odd even part, just do the full question and spend 3 minutes on it. Now, problem number 7. Evaluate the definite integral 0 to 2 1 minus exponential 2x divided by 3. Now, don't look at 0 and 2, but first let's examine the function. This over 3, you can write it as 1 by 3 and in the bracket write 1 minus e power 2x. Now this 1 by 3 is outside common. Inside you have 1 minus e power minus 2x like this. Look at the bracket here. Now keep the 1 by 3 out. Now integrate 1 time. Second time you integrate e power minus, sorry, e power 2x with the minus outside. Now this will become x and this will become e power 2x by 2. So you can write it as 1 by 3 outside x minus half e power 2x. Do not open this bracket. Now put the number 0 to 2. First term is x. Keep 1 by 3 outside in all the steps except the last step, we will take it inside. 2 minus 0 is 2. Keep copying the 2 till the end. Then e power, this is take minus half common, e power 2x. First time it is 2, then it is 0. 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 0 is 0. E power 0 is 1, and e power 4 will need a calculator minus half. Now open the bracket. 2 minus half into e power 4 minus half into minus 1 is plus half. 2 plus half is 2 and a half, which is 5 by 2 or 2.5, both are fine. Now minus half e power 4. E power 4 is 54.598. There will be a number till infinity. Write down 3 numbers here or 4 numbers here. And then divide by 2. 54 divided by 2 is 27. And the numbers after the point. So 2.5 minus 27 is minus 24.799. When you divide by 3, you will get minus 8.266. That's it. You should not get any other number in this calculation. Next, we'll do a very simple. Evaluate the integral. Now, don't worry why 5 is coming here and minus 3 is coming here. It should be opposite. Do not change the limits. Do not change any limits. Now, don't look at these limits here. Limits of integration. Now, integration of 4 dx is 4 outside. Take and 1 inside. We do not write the 1 here. It is 4x. Now, 4x from 5 to minus 3. It is not minus 3 to 5. It is 5 to minus 3. Now, this is up. This is down. So, up comes first. Down comes second. Minus 3 minus 5. Minus 3 minus 5 is minus 8. 4 into minus 8 is minus 32. If by mistake, if you write plus 32, it is wrong. The answer is minus 32. Do not alter the limits. Now we'll do the question by substitute by substitution method. Now integrate 0 to 2, 7x divided by square root of 1 plus 3x square. Now u equal to 1 plus 3x square. We have to know the substitution method. Du by dx is 6x. So x dx is du by 6 equal to 1 by 6 du. Look here. Now this integration will be 7 will come out. Then you write the x dx together just like the last chapter. This will become 1 by square root of u into 1 by 6. This 1 by 6 will come out. 7 into 1 by 6 is 7 by 6. Inside the integral you have 1 divided by u power half into du. U power half, 1 divided by u power half is u power minus half. Now you do u power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. Minus half plus 1 divided by minus half plus 1. You'll get u power half divided by half. So 7 by 6 divided by half is 7 by 3. It is 14 by 6, which is 7 by 3. 7 by 3 square root of u. So your indefinite integral is 7 by 3 square root of 1 plus 3x square. You have to write the 3 here. Yes. Now you can check the answer by differentiating if you want, and there is no need to write the plus c. Now you differentiate and check the answer. Yes, the answer is correct. Now you put the numbers 0 to 2. Do not change the order. 7 by 3 is outside. Now first time you put 2. 3 into 2 square. 2 square is 4. 3 into 4 is 12. 1 plus 12 is 13. Square root of 13 you note down. Now 3 into 0 square is 3 into 0. 1 plus 0 is 1, square root of 1 is 1. So square root of 13 minus square root of 1 inside the bracket. You have square root of 13 minus 1, 7 by 3 is order. How much is square root of 13? Take your calculators. You'll get 3.605. Write 3 numbers after the point. Minus 1 is 2.605. Into 7 by 3, you'll get 6.079. And no other number should come. Now evaluate the definite integral 0 to pi by 3 sine x cos x. Now forget about 0 and pi by 3 in the first half of the answer. U equal to sine x. Which method will you use? Substitution method. U equal to sine x. Du by dx equal to cos x. So du equal to cos x dx. Now sine x cos x will become u du, and integral of u is half u square. Now it is half. Now put u equal to sine x, you'll get sine square x by 2. You can write it as half sine square x or half bracket sine x whole square. Not whole square, you'll still say sine x square. Now your capital F is half sine square x, and the derivative is sine x cos x, so the answer is correct. Now remember, sine 0 equal to 0, sine pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. If you do not remember root 3 by 2 from your school trigonometry, use 0.8660. At least use 3 4 points after the decimal. Now integrate this. Sin x cos x dx from 0 to pi by 3. Your integrand is, without the numbers, is sin x whole square. Take the half outside the big bracket. Then 0 to pi by 3. Pi by 3 sin pi by 3 whole square is root 3 by 2 whole square, which is 3 by 4. And sin 0 is 0. 3 by 4 minus 0 is 3 by 4. Half into 3 by 4 is 3 by 8 equal to 0.375. So this is your integral. This is the last example. We'll do similar definite integrals from time to time. Thank you. See you in the class. Inshallah.